Hello, guys. Let's welcome our fantastic person, David.
Hello, everybody. I really appreciate you having me here, Jax. It's a great opportunity to get on Colloquy. I've been throughout some episodes with some different guests, and this show has been fantastic.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. So let's get the show on the road.
Yep, let's go.
Go. Okay, the first question from our previous guest, Wendy, our friend Wendy, in this case.
Yep.
Do you think that we will be better off without social media?
Oh my God, that's really
Mm.
windy question. I know that.
Yeah.
Well, as most would say, that social media is a double-edged weapon. So it,
Mm,
it is really useful when it comes to your understanding or concept of how to use it. Different from a person to another, it might be good, it might be bad, it might be harmful, it might be useful. But living without it in this era, I don't think is going to be useful because, for example, a lot of businesses are depending on social media only, like
mm,
solely social media. A lot of people are using it to work. A lot of people are using it as an entertainment tool.
mm.
Um, so whatever you are going to be using it for, it depends on you as a person. Anything can be used to be harmful, and anything can be used to be useful. As they say, you can use a book as a weapon, and you can use a weapon as a tool to defend yourself.
Interesting. You have a point, to be honest. Like, what do we do without social media? Social media is like made a new generation of people that
Hmm.
know only social media. Like before it, wow, like if you imagine the two different generations, it just was like, oh, letters, sending gifts and stuff like that. But right now, we can do so much stuff, sharing our own lives with people that we love, doing so much stuff until like right now, this thing is on social media. Wow,
Yeah, that's right.
there is a benefit of from it, and also, yeah, there is some disadvantages, as you know.
Absolutely, yeah. And it actually depends on how, like, as I said, how you use it. Of course, this is like
Yeah.
95% of what's going to be deciding if it is harmful or useful. But it is to be blamed on us. We are the we are the reason that this is a topic from the beginning. It was used at first to connect people, to make the world smaller, to make
Mm.
everyone accessible. But right now we're basically using it just to get away from each other.
Interesting. Wow. I think this is putting the windy question.
Yeah, really
Wow.
nice question, by the way.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I really like it. Ah, David, you are a person who have so many tastes, so to be honest. So my first question will be your taste of music. Why? Why you have this unique taste?
Well,
Hmm.
throughout the years that we live, everyone is gonna have these 2 or 3 years that he's gonna be discovering and looking for what type of music would I prefer. And mostly in teenage years, I've been exploring a lot, listen to each and every type of music. I wouldn't say that I have a specific taste of music per se, but I have a couple of things that I like to hear. But one thing is for sure about my taste in music is that I don't like loud music. I don't like anything that is um, headache vibe.
Like rock.
Metal is no
Mm,
offense to anything, of course. Anyone likes any type of music. It's all good. It's not
mm.
offensive. It's not harmful. But I believe each and every place has his own music.
Of
You
course.
can go to the gym, play some exercising music. You don't shouldn't or you don't have to. It's not a must that you play the same type of music at every and each event of your life.
Mm.
But I am lean towards the soft jazz. or soul, country music, something that is chilling.
I like your taste of music. I will not say no, but at the same time, you're not only having like taste of music, you also sing. So what about that?
Mm. Well, to be honest, I didn't really. Everyone around me, each and every one of my friends that heard me singing says that I have a good voice. Me personally, I don't think so. I don't believe that.
Why?
I don't. Well, I don't know. Whenever I sing, I just sing out of boredom, or if one of my friends requests it. But me
Mhm.
personally, I don't think that I can sing.
Funny thing is, bro, like there is an idiom I think you know it already. The beauty is the eye of the holder itself. So if you see yourself as the eye of the holder, like good at singing, mostly you are good at singing. If you are not, you are not. But you actually good. The funny thing about it.
Mm. Well, still exploring, still trying to. If I have the skill to sing, I'm trying to enhance it.
Hmm. Interesting. Okay, your time to shine. I finished my first question.
All right. Well, I just want you to tell me, Jax.
Hmm.
I'm not gonna go with the usual question about describe yourself. I just want you to
Yeah.
tell me how would you think your friends describe you?
Oh, that's a really deep question.
Yeah.
To be honest, I don't know. Because I always give the benefit of the doubt about everyone else. So I hope it's good. I hope they are saying the truth. That's what I hope. Uh, Seeing me as just Jax, human, just a passing by human that maybe one day we will meet or we will leave or whatever. It's life. So I have a story with everyone here, and I like to be a part of it. At the same time, when I leave or when the life ends to me, I like to be remembered by just a passing by person. That's it.
Mm. Well, that's a really good answer, to be honest. So you're just a passerby.
Yeah.
Well, judging by me, which is your friend, to be honest, you're more than that, Jax.
Thank you.
Most welcome, of course.
Well, how about you? Like, this is a good question to ask you.
Well, to be honest, I befriended a lot of people throughout my different
Mm,
types, different places, different tastes. You know that group of friends that you cannot show to the other group of friends because they are
mm.
not gonna have the same chemistry. I'm a
I
different person with each and every one. I don't know how I do that. I don't know why I do that, but I enjoy it.
I have
Um,
a comment on this, to be honest. Like, not only you, like, me myself, sometimes there is a group of people that I join or I be with. Always I'm different with them. And the other people I will
exactly,
different because every one of them having different vibes.
exactly.
So
So,
I need to be how to say it,
a
not
chameleon.
a chameleon, yeah, this one.
Yeah.
But at the same time, people will say, "Oh, you are hypocrite." Wow, because you don't act like your characteristic. What do you think about that?
But I think that these are all my characteristics, but the point is I don't have to show you this part of me because you're not gonna go along with it. So I have a couple of friends that might be interested in different topics. Other group of friends is not interested in the same topic. So it all depends on your interest as a human being and
Mm.
as a friend of mine. So I have to share you the same interest. And this is the base rule of having a friend. You should share the same interest.
Of course, of course. Wow, that's a really good question. Okay, like to transfer from a music to voiceover. That's like to be honest, I have a specific question for voiceover itself. While you are
Yeah.
doing voiceover, Do you enter the
Um,
character with, that you do voiceover with, or you're just like, oh, I will go record, that's it?
no. Here's the part where I
Mm.
basically suffer because the part that people do not see is like the process starting from me getting into character to like voice over the character itself, trying to pick up the characteristics, the tone, the voice, each and every little hum and grunt that you can do to alleviate the character itself. I did it out of passion at the beginning.
Mm.
I didn't get I didn't get paid for it at the beginning. I really liked the narrative voiceover, and I used to record audiobooks. But then
Audiobook.
yeah, I progressed to do some impersonating voiceover, like
Mm.
what, doing some lines of different characters of movies and games. Throughout that process, I started to find a career that I can make money out of. So at the beginning, it was out of passion. Now it is both passion and a career. You know,
That's
they
really.
say if you are good at something, never do it for free.
I'm agreeing with you on this part, but at the same time, voiceover, it's some people say, oh yeah, it's just easy. I will go like record or whatever, and that's it. But you take it in a different level. Yeah. You're trying to, okay, now I need to know the character. I need to do this. I need to do this. Like as me and you do sometimes. Like we have a scripted stuff we do sometimes. We don't do this like, oh, you just read and that's it. No, we get the scene. We watch the scene. Okay, he said this because of this, and like, not only that, we describe the scene to everyone to make it like,
Mhm.
oh, we are in the scene already, and then we act. The process of doing this is very amazing.
Yeah, I mean, there are other things that we don't see as like doing it professionally. Performing professionally is a whole different world because there is audio engineering,
Hmm.
which is editing the audio itself. So you have to go through that. That process itself might take two times the time that you consumed recording.
That's really.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is, there is something I read a couple of hours ago. People who do voiceovers mostly stand-up comedians. Why I don't know, but like let's see this. Yeah, let's ask you. Did you do stand-up comedian before, or did you try to do it?
Never in my life. Just for the sole reason of me not being really good at being under the spot. I don't like being under the spot intentionally. Sometimes
Mm.
some of my friends might say that I have some kind of a good sense of humor, but I don't like doing it for money because if I started doing it professionally, I'm not gonna be good at improvs. I'm not gonna be good at just snatching up jokes from the air, making a content out of it. I'm
The
not
funny
good at
thing, bro,
this.
you already done it so many times in front of me. Like as an example, our friends here, they will all say that out of nowhere you will pick a word while speaking just normally. You will pick a word and they make a joke out of it out of nowhere. You have a talent. Maybe you didn't see it, but everyone see it. You know.
I don't know, but maybe I am, maybe I'm not. But uh, as I said, if I started doing it under the spot intentionally, I'm gonna be the most boring guy that you've ever seen. My sales are gonna be, I don't know, minus 70,000. I'm gonna be in debt for the rest of my life. I'm gonna be able to do shows. No.
Yeah, you have a point to this one.
Yeah,
Okay.
but that's a really good question, by the way, Jax.
Yeah, yeah, bro, I told you I will be ready for you. Are you ready?
Well, I am trying to be ready. You're coming on
Okay.
strong there.
Your time to shine.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to ask you
Mm,
about the most valuable lesson that you learned throughout your life. Give us some of your experience.
interesting. Nothing is constant. Everything will be changed one day. If you take something for granted that it's constant, you will be suffering so much.
Mm.
Let's put an example. Uh, I worked for over a year and a half in a place, and I thought it will be constant, and I really like the place. I really like I be friends with the people and stuff. But at the end, I left. Like so much stuff happened, and I left. Wow. So what I thought is constant, it's not never becoming constant.
Mm.
So life itself, even friends, like as an example, the friends that you know 5 years ago is not constant until now. Some of them leave, some of them stay. But it's really like how to say it, circle of life.
Yeah, that's right.
Life will keep going, and you need to adapt with it. And in the journey, have fun. Don't take
In the
everything
journey, have
serious.
fun.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the part where most people miss, which is having fun throughout the journey, because life is all ups and downs. This is
Yeah.
just basic life. You are gonna have tough moments, you're gonna have happy moments. You should embrace each and everything throughout life, even pain itself. You should embrace it. You should embrace getting through a tough experience because it's gonna make you stronger. It's gonna make you tougher. This is what people forget. They're just trying to skip throughout their life, skip the hard parts, and suddenly you find yourself on your deathbed because just life flew by.
Yeah. And this is what I want to say. Like, there's some people, like I was one of them, to be honest. I will not be lying. Taking everything like too much in every nerve of their body, like until I learned that what I'm doing, nothing. I'm just literally burning myself by myself. I putting my fire on myself without any reason. For what?
Yeah,
Another human, me and him, will die, or whatever. Nothing. So yeah, we will continue the life. And while we will continue the life, we will find better people. We will find maybe we'll come back to the person that we he left us or we left him because wow, he changed to become a greater person.
yeah,
Life
that's right.
it's very variable and it's very unique.
Well, it absolutely is, my friend. Which
Yeah.
is, as I said, you actually brought up a really good, which is nothing. You should not take anything for because
Mm,
nothing is for granted. And each
yeah,
and
true.
every person you meet in your life, even the closest, even your parents, even your siblings, your loved
Mm,
ones, they are all nothing but a phase. Everyone might leave any time, but you should just live with that fact. You should understand and embrace that fact for you just to progress throughout life.
true, true. A little kid that have his parents all the time when he lost them, he feel like he is lost. But actually, no, it's a new beginning. But he didn't even see this because of the pain and sadness.
That's right. It's always a new beginning. Even
Yeah.
the end of life is a beginning of something else.
Wow, that's interesting. You both brought something to me right now. In every relationship, there's a beginning and there is an end. And in
Mhm.
everything, there's a beginning and an end, as you said. So let's put it in a different, different example. If you are a delivery guy and you have a package, this is the beginning of your story. The end of it, when you give the package to the owner, and now there is a new story will begin. So what do you think about?
Exactly.
So what do you think about every friendship, every relationship around us?
Well, what I think about that is that you should take the good parts and leave the bad ones. You should not get
Mm,
attached to the bad things to the point that you might even suffer yourself. You should just, as I said, you should embrace the relationship, good or bad. It's going to teach you something. There's not one experience in life, even the traumatizing, hard, tough experiences that would not give you something. It will most definitely do. And your part and role in all of that is only one thing humans haven't failed ever since the dawn of time. Just learn.
We need to learn.
Yeah, most definitely.
Interesting. But there is a unique thing. Like I want to ask you this, like relationship, friendship, are something very unique. So what's the unique thing between you and relationships or friendships or whatever in your perspective?
The bond. There's always a
The
bond
bond.
between you and someone else that one day they've been a stranger. But right
Mm,
now, throughout your journey together in life, you are two close individuals. This is what
mm.
is fascinating about relationships, about friendships, but any type of connection throughout your journey as a human being is just a bond. You two bond together. You understand each other. You know each other's perspectives and preferences. So this is really interesting to think about. Why would I bond with a human being and not bond with another? Which brings back the first base rule that I just mentioned at the beginning. You should always share the same interest.
Share the same interest. What do you mean?
You cannot befriend someone that has not gone through some similar, at least similar experience to yourself.
Mm, I would agree and disagree at the same time because I know friends we never have the same life at all. At all.
Not the
It's
same
just
life.
yeah, but maybe we met at like school, college. It's just we met at this environment because we have to meet. That's it. But
Okay,
we
but
becoming
you shared the same experience of going to the same college.
yes,
Exactly. Even sharing the same place is an experience of its own.
of course. But throughout this friendship or relationship, we have something to do also. Like if we compare lives, I don't really like to compare people, but like always people putting this factional thing. If I compare my life to his, or he's comparing my life to me. If you compare something to something else, you always get, oh, he's better than me because of this. But you never saw the good thing in you. The funny part about
Yeah, comparisons are not really great from my perspective.
it. Yeah,
But as I said, sharing an experience is a must for the relationship to prosper and grow. Even if you guys have nothing similar, there must have been something to spark the light of the relationship. Other than that, you're not going to be able to persevere as friends, as two parts of like partners in the same relationship.
that's a really interesting thing. You know that what I will ask next? Why, why under?
Wait, what?
Why our friend psych? Why? That's a good question to ask. Why?
Oh,
Why
psychopath.
psychopath? Yes. Why?
Well, the thing about psychopath, um, the beginning of our relationship together as friends is really bizarre because it's just the mere boldness that he had just to go in and ask me or tell me that he wants to be like me in terms of speaking and fluency. So
Mhm.
this is where we started as friends because same thing, we shared the same interest of speaking English. We shared the same interest of
Mhm.
being in the same place at the same time. So we didn't actually that what is going on? Why are you acting like this? But throughout the process itself, I began to understand him. He's a really pure person. He never means anything bad to anyone. So yeah,
Yeah. Pure. Like literally, let's pray for him because he's a good friend at the end of the day. It's like
absolutely.
for me when I put myself in the story as you said right now, I will be I will put myself in his shoes. He will be really afraid to come to ask someone, okay, can you teach me how to be like you? It's like I think if someone tell me this, like me, how? I'm just me, you know. It's really weird question at the same time, and it's having a deep meaning. He want to change
Exactly.
with you, and that's like putting the unique of the friendship in this one.
Exactly. Because Psychopath, he's one of my best friends. He's the best friend that I've ever had throughout my life, to be honest. And
Nice.
I really admire the relationship that we both have in terms of understanding, in terms of connection, in terms of just being able to chill and be ourselves in front of each other with no idea of having someone judging you, someone uh, breathing up your neck all the time. You know, just being able to chill, have some fun, speak, like pour our souls out, be comfortable
Yeah,
at the end of the day.
true. Wow. I think this is the time for you to say another question.
Mm, okay. Uh, what else? I wanted to ask you something
Mm.
about. I know that you've gone through a lot of things throughout your life, yeah, and I know that you persevered, you
Mm.
survived, you grew as a person and an individual. So I just want to know if you got back in time and you have only one advice to give to your younger self, what would it be?
Ah, take it easy. It's just a journey. Have fun. Because literally, that's what I'm giving everyone advice right now. Like, if you
Mhm.
see me, like people, like Sabi as an example, Jax is saying have fun every time because literally it's a meaning of so much advice for it. If you just have fun in what you're doing, you
Mhm.
will do better in it without you realizing. Even if you are like,
You're
if you
absolutely
are
right.
working in something you really hate, but you're having fun with the friends around it. You're like you worked at as a call center agent before. If you
Yep,
have friends around you and you have a joke every between calls, just 10 seconds, you have one joke. This 10-second joke will make you will make you the 8 hours of this job easy.
exactly.
Too much. It's very unique in its way, you know?
People tend to forget that having fun is just the way to go because it's really a drug, I would say, because it's really rejuvenating and people who have fun throughout their life tend to be like, even if you look at someone that is 60 years old and he's taking it
Mm.
easy, he's not stressing himself, he's not putting pressure upon himself. You would never, ever in the normal state say that he's 60. They look younger because they are not
Yeah.
stressing themselves.
And some people will say, oh, they don't care. But actually, sometimes they care. But the funny thing is, they know the facts of this life. Like, as an example, there is so much fact that everyone knows. Everyone will talk about you or about everyone else because that's one of the facts of the life. Everyone will talk. It's okay. Don't take it like, oh, they talk bad about me, they talk good about me, whatever. They will talk. Let them be. But at the same time, you know in yourself that you didn't do anything wrong. So you continue your life. That's it.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
actually, people concerning themselves with what would other people say. There's a saying that says, if you lived your life trying to satisfy everyone else, you're gonna die without doing anything. So
Yeah.
we have just to understand the concept of focusing on yourself and only yourself and loved ones. Do not concern yourself with anyone else that might be judging you, because at the end of the day, this is your life and your life only. So just focus on what you want to do as long as it's not harmful to you or anyone else, and go with your life. Enjoy it, embrace it, just live it.
Mm, that's a really good advice.
Yeah,
And wow, that
thank
was
you.
a good, a really good question.
I prepared myself. I told you.
Yeah. That's a good one. Okay, let's drive to something new. Martial art.
Ooh.
Martial arts is a way to defend ourselves and to not only that, to protect the people that we love.
Mhm.
So, what's martial arts for you?
Martial arts for me is an escape, to be honest.
Mm,
I've been practicing MMA for quite some time throughout my life. Not now, I stopped it now because for a couple of reasons. But it was a really good escape from life, from stress, from
mm,
anything that might be difficult going around. And at the same time, it's a healthy escape because life is a road full of bumps. You have to
mm,
pick your road carefully. This is one of the best things that I've done in my life. One of the best favors that I gave myself because I'm not I wasn't practicing just to defend myself, just to just for the fight. No, it's not about that. It's just about getting that energy out of you, getting that anger, that desperation, that dark thought lurking in the back of your mind out in the matter of a minute or two.
mm.
So it's a really good escape.
There is a statement I will say to you, or a phrase. Martial arts, it's a way to control your fear. What do you think about that?
I think that this is 100% true. Just for the reason that if you do not know how to control your fear, you are not going to be successful in that sport because it's
Mm,
all about confrontation. It really helps you if you have fear of confrontation because you're going to be in that ring alone, only with your opponent, and you have to win. This is the only thought that you have. Just win. Just get out of there with the least amount of injuries possible while dealing some damage that would not destroy someone's lives, of course, because some people do that, but
mm,
just enough damage to get you out of there as a winner. This helps you so much focus on the purpose and the reason of this rather than just fearing for your life and health. I don't want to get hit. I don't want to get bruised. No, it's not like this. Any hit or bruise is just going to go away in a matter of days.
mm.
But mentally, if you knew that you were supposed to do something in this position and you didn't, this is going to be a pain to accompany throughout your whole life. So this is 100% true. It helps you with your fear.
Interesting. Let's dive deep in this one. Uh,
Let's go.
Someone said, I really read this. It's really interesting one. While you are fighting in the ring, you're not only fighting for your life, you're fighting the life itself to keep moving on. But at the end, you know that the life will beat you up and you will die. What do you think?
Well, this is a misconception that most people have that
Mm,
life beats you up because you die. Ha ha, no, it doesn't. This is a part of life.
yeah.
Okay? I'm not getting beaten up because I'm dead. I'm just, this is the end of something and a beginning of something new. That does not mean life beat me up. It means that this is the end of this cycle and the beginning of another cycle. If you are practicing and winning, don't bear in mind the thought that at the end of the day we're all gonna die because this is just, and I'm sorry, this is plain stupid. If you think that life is beating you up
Mm,
and you're gonna die at the end, why even bother going out of bed in the morning?
I saw. That's a unique thing because people say if you ask yourself before you go up or before you sleep, what makes you happy today? That thing maybe will make you continue one more day. Or there is
Exactly.
another saying, what make you smile today? Is a smile that you give genuinely. It's a thing that you need to appreciate in your life. So even if life beat you up, you can smile in its face and you will continue.
Yeah. And this is the part where people tend to forget that there's no one that ever lived on this earth that hadn't been beaten up by life. No one, even the strongest of them, even the best, the myth, all got bit up by life at one point. But you
Mm.
just need to understand that, as you said, if you smile, the genuine smile, this is life. This is what you live for. The thought that would make you get out of bed in the morning, which is a happy thought, this is your life. The little
Mm.
things that would make you smile, that would make you happy, that would make you have fun, this is life.
Yeah, unique life. Every one of us.
Yeah. Everyone's trying to make a living, but we all try to forget that at the end of the day, we're making a living without a life. We need to embrace our humanity a little bit more. Life is
The
not all
funny,
about work. It's not about all about money. It's not all about career. We are dropping out a lot of things throughout this process, which is exhausting. It makes you
yeah.
forget who you are as a person. Just embrace the little things.
The funny. I remember a saying said, a saying, uh, we pretending to work, to pretending to get paid, to pretending to get the life that we want. We always pretending, really?
Yeah. I mean, and this is actually this is a really good point because this is gonna be tethering back to the first question that we had
Yeah,
from our friend Wendy. This is the effect of the social media. We're just living a life that we don't even want, just for the validation of other people.
yeah. This is really funny, really
Yeah.
funny. It's like
I'm
even
really
there is a
enjoying this,
joke.
by the way.
Hmm?
I'm really enjoying this, by the way. It's a
Me
really good
too.
show.
I really don't. By the way, I didn't. Until now, I didn't look at the at, at the clock. So I'm
Yeah,
enjoying until
me
now.
neither.
So let's go.
Let's go.
I think it's your time. Yeah, your question of the day.
My question of the day.
Hmm.
Is this gonna be like the last one?
No, 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 bro. I have a big list. Don't worry. I'm just
Oh, okay.
saying anything to to switch.
Okay. All right. So, I just wanted to know a little bit more about yourself, and
Mm,
I I've tried to think about this, and I could not find a trace about it. So,
mm.
Jax, would you tell me who has been the most influential person in your life and why?
Wow, that's a really good question. But actually, I don't have anyone influential to me. It's how to say it. I got, as you said, we got the good thing from the people and we leave the bad.
Hmm.
So I choose people, uh, like, like for me, as an example, historically people, I get the good characteristic from them, or try to get the good characteristic and leave the bad.
Yeah.
Let's speak about what I want to like right now in my mind. That one person coming to my mind right now, Umar ibn al-Khattab.
Oh yeah,
He
of course.
he
Radiallahu anhu.
have a really good mind. If you see his mindset when he organizing his like literally he was having half the world in this and at the time. So
Yeah.
organizing all of this, and not only that, he taking care. He didn't take care of himself at all. And every time, like if he hearing his voice of the stomach, like his stomach really want food. No, I will not get food until every one of my nation eat. Like he is commitment until maybe yeah he like maybe he will kill himself because of that exhaustion and stuff. But he is very fair, very stuff. And even if when he make mistakes, he didn't say no, guys, I am like I am the prince or I am the king. No, I make mistake, I go to correct it and say sorry. He's so humble in its own also.
So humble and so selfless. He's
Yeah,
been a
it's a story
man
about two people
throughout
that come to
history.
him and like ask it, who, where is your prince? Where is your prince? And he just sleeping
Under a
between
tree.
the people.
Yeah,
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 but
yeah.
well, bro, like, and they get confused. This realization of him being that oh even life will tell me like be humble.
Exactly. This is a really, really good, influential individual.
Yeah, yeah,
These are the parts that we forget about these people actually, but they are really they're
yeah.
they are legends. This is nonetheless they
True,
are legends.
true. That. Can I ask you the same question then?
Oh yeah, of course. Well, actually, I would say I think a couple of months ago I would have said my father.
Mm.
Yeah, but right now I don't think. Oh, not to be misunderstood. I really
Of
love
course,
and
you love.
appreciate
I
my
know you love
father.
your father. No,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
to let
Just
everyone
for
know,
the
no, he loves
people
your father.
listening, yeah, I adore my father. He passed away a couple of years ago, and I love and adore everything he's been
God be with him. God bless.
doing. Thank you. He's been doing throughout his life. He's an amazing individual and a man. He's been a real family man, as you might call. But right now, I think that I got into a little bit of lapse of judgment because I was so influenced by my father that I was just trying to be my father. I was trying to be a copy.
Mm.
Yeah, a micro copy of my father, which is really bad. And I found out that this is a role. He was so great. This is a role that I will never fill. His shoes are so big for me. I cannot fill these. I'll have to find my own self. And I've been exploring my own self for the past couple of months. A
Mm.
lot of things changed. A lot of relationships and friendships ended because I found that I'm not even this. I don't want this. I want something different. I want something for me. So I guess that if there's someone that I'm influenced by right now, and I don't want it to sound cliche, but this is the truth, which
Mm.
is our prophet, peace be upon him. I
Indeed. Yeah.
really, really, really got influenced by him lately. He's the greatest human being that have ever existed. He's amazing.
To be honest, I have so many questions right now. Like you open a new topic to my head, and it's
Mhm.
really hard. Like if you don't want to answer, it's okay. But
No, 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 of
at the
course.
same at the same time of the prophet and stuff, you know that every every prince coming after them or every one want to rule the Islamic world and stuff want to be at the time at the era of the prophet or the era of Umar ibn Khattab of the era of Abu Bakr. They want to be at this time. So if you know Umar ibn Abdul Aziz,
Of course, yeah.
he yeah he asked a question to one of the Sahaba at the time. They will like left over from them like five or four. He sent message to every one of them. He asked them how to be the same nation as Umar ibn Khattab at the time of the Umar ibn Khattab.
Oh my God.
One of them sent him the letter back and said how to get the same men as Umar have
Oh yeah, this is a
because
really good thing.
not only that it's not only the nation because it's Umar nation. No, it was because of the people around Umar. That's like the realization of oh I am not doing this alone. I need people with me. It's a nation. A nation without
Yeah,
people, it's not a nation.
that's right. That's right. It's actually people tend to forget actually that the people are 90% of the country, of the nation,
Yeah.
and out of every organization that has been made out by human beings. Because I remember actually a really good story. I don't remember the people to be exact, but I remember that in the era of one of the companions after the passing of the Prophet, peace be upon him,
Mm,
um, they before him the sadaqah or the charity camels were roaming the streets freely.
mm,
After he began to rule, he put them in an enclosed area for them. One of the people asked him, "We have never seen this in the era of the Prophet or of Umar ibn al-Khattab radiallahu anhu."
mm,
He said, "Well, it's not the problem of me being the same person as them, but I don't have the same people that they had. So I have to be
Yeah,
more careful with the money of the nation.
that's so true.
Yeah.
But that's getting us to the same question again. How, like at this time, let's speak, like maybe it's a little bit of politics, but anyway, I don't care to be honest. How to get the same men as Omar at the time being?
Impossible.
Why?
Simply impossible because these men
Mm,
bring me one human being right now that you know that would love to go to die without even thinking.
I don't know. Wow.
Exactly.
Like even if
And
I know that like me myself, like yeah, I want to die, like I want to jihad and everything like that. But at the same time, do you think
I
you will
bet
not
you
fear
would
this?
think about it.
Yeah, I will
Yeah,
think about it, of course.
bet
Like
you.
I know I will fear this. Like every one of us. Like the funny thing is, the only unique information everyone will die. Everyone knows that
Exactly.
everyone will die. So you have this information, but not only that, you're going to your death by your own leg. Wow, that's a
Exactly.
unique thing too.
You know, there's that story
Mhm.
about, I think it's either Umar ibn al-Khattab or Amr ibn al-As. I don't really remember, but he, like, there was a conflict between him and one of the companions, and Caesar, the Prince of Rome back then, he wanted to get, like a sneaky little entrance nation, and he told or sent a letter to the Khalifa, the ruler at
Okay.
the time. I think it's Umar ibn Khattab. He told him that if you want, I can bring you his head on a plate. But Umar ibn Khattab replied that two brothers are having a conflict, does not allow you to get in between. And if you don't stop, I'll send you an army of men, the beginning of them at your palace, and the end of them are here. And they love death more than you love life. This
True.
line is the answer of your questions. You would
True.
never, nowadays, you would never find people that love death more than life.
And they prepare, bro, like they prepare for it every time.
Mm,
I don't know how, like they going this and at the same time, like if there is one of the stories also, like you remember me, Khalid ibn al-Walid, he having a fight against the Rome. Okay, he is
yeah.
literally his 30,000 against 200,000. See the difference? See the difference? Like
Wow.
one of
Yeah, yeah.
one of the strategic people asked Khalid ibn al-Walid, like, okay, we have behind us two mountains. Which one to go if they push us back because they are big army and stuff? They said, pretty simple. We will not go to this one. We will not go to this. We will go to meet God. That's it. His determination of no, I will not live today. And actually, he lived. As a funny thing about it,
Yeah.
but his determination of we'll keep going on. No, no, no. Even in his life, like you know that he when while he's dying, he said, every inch in my body, I have a wound by a sword or by a arrow or by everything, and I die like a coward in my bed right now. He wants to die in a battlefield,
Ooh,
but
goosebumps. A lot of goosebumps.
yeah, I
Yep.
have a statement.
Yeah, of course.
I really want a movies around this. No one could make any moves like that. Like we have in our history, so much can make like so many movies, and it will be really great. But of course, you know that we are not the controller of the world right now, so we can't do anything. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Creating superheroes to be a superhero, but actually there were superheroes around us. So true.
Absolutely. Yeah. But as you said, creating like fictional characters to be superheroes. in either movies, games, or anything, but
Mm.
they want to neglect the existence of the real superheroes that lived in this era and eras before.
Among Us. Oh, there is
Nonetheless,
so much.
they don't
So
want
much.
to embrace this because they know that this is going to get things in a really different direction.
Mm. That's really interesting. Hmm. It's really interesting. To be honest, right now I'm lost. I don't know who to ask who. So if you have a question, go for it. I'm
Okay.
lost.
I think we got really into the topic that we lost
Yeah.
track of everything.
This is the beauty of it. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Um, well, I'm gonna ask you. This is gonna be the question before the last one. I have two more questions for you.
Okay.
Um, it's some kind of an existential question, to be honest, but I want
Mm.
to know, Jax, what is next for you?
What's next for me? The funny thing is, I don't know. Like people always make like, wow, I will make plans for the next year and stuff, but I'm barely living one day because I know maybe it will be my last day, so I'm trying to live in it at his last one. So that's why I don't want to. Oh yeah, the next year I will be a superhero or whatever. But yeah, if it happened, it happened. I will not say no. But at the same time, like I will not say like I'm not doing any plans. Yes, I'm doing plans and stuff, and I hope it will work. If it doesn't, I'm not sad. It's life. So at the
Yeah.
moment, no, I don't have any specific plans. I have literally general, like headlines in everywhere. That's it.
Mhm.
Mm.
Well, uh, I like your motto, to be honest, but what is supposed to be happening? Because you know the saying that says, prepare for your life that you are going to live forever, and prepare for your death that you are dying tomorrow.
Mm.
So you are preparing for your uh, death like you are dying tomorrow, and you are letting life go as whatever they or whatever life goes into, like going with the flow.
Go with the flow, but also I can react. Like as an example, every one of us having situations in our lives. Do you
Yeah,
think like if you face a situation, you will just go cry in the corner? Life will not let you to cry in the corner. You need to face it up. Okay, I will face it up.
absolutely. Yeah.
So yeah, even if life whatever did to me, I will continue.
Mm.
That's it. Keep moving forward until then.
And that's what I'd like to hear.
And how about yourself? Like, you have a future plans?
Well, I really got out of a hectic, and
Mm.
I am trying to gather or collect my thoughts because I think that I'm a little bit all over the place when it comes to what is next. What should I do? But I
Mm.
know one thing for sure is that I have to get myself back on track because I've lost discipline. I need to discipline myself. I need to focus my professional life a little bit.
Mm.
I need to get back to my social life that I had before,
Interesting.
and I need to discover and explore myself deeper because I found there are a lot of things that I don't know about myself. I need to reflect on a couple of facts, and I need to get myself back in shape. So, yeah,
Mm. That's a good a lot of plans, my friend.
yeah, but I have
Yeah,
a whole life in front of me. So, yeah,
yeah. Wow, it's really a good thing. It's really good thing. So, because you said something like, I want like to move on was my next question with it, okay?
okay.
You said you will discover yourself and stuff. Let's put it in a different way. Games. Do
Mm.
you think games can make you discover yourself?
Pretty much in the context of like knowing more things about yourself, yes. Because
Interesting. How?
um, well, games are my fictional main case. Okay, so I go into the game disconnecting myself from anything real. Get into that world, know more things about myself. These scenarios that I would never face in real life let me know how would I react to something similar. My tolerance, my reactions, my reflections, everything, my understanding of life itself. If I can know more things myself throughout games, throughout even board games, strategic games, horror games, any type of game, yes, of course, it would let me know more things about myself. Sorry.
Mm, games.
Yeah.
Games is it's really okay. Let's ask you this: if you are a parent, games it's something good or bad? If you are a parent,
Um,
yes.
um, there are a lot of factors to be taken into consideration because if I'm a parent, number one, what is the age of my child? And number two,
Mm,
what kind of games are they playing? How are they getting access? How many times or how long are they spending on? What are their priorities or where is a game in the list of their priorities?
mm,
A lot of factors to be thought about before I can really determine where is my opinion about that.
mm. So interesting. There is another one in this case. What is the connection between games and our lives?
Well, the connection between games are in our life, it's actually pretty simple. It doesn't have any connection with our life per se. Different world, different aesthetics, different everything. But it actually affects our view on life a little bit because some people tend to think that life is a game, but surprise, surprise, you only have one life. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're not gonna respawn. You have to think things thoroughly because life sometimes doesn't give you another chance. And this is what happens most of the time, actually. But the connection to our real life from games that you learn new things. Some games might put facts into them. You might have character development just by playing a game because you reflect on some facts that you didn't notice before.
Mm.
You tend to appreciate life more.
I would agree with you 100%. But I have another point to say also. Games, because
Sure.
most people like to play games. We can add some stuff like, I don't know why, but Assassin's Creed as an example. People say, oh, guys, I can learn history from Assassin's Creed and stuff. But the funny thing is, they put some history, manipulate some history of it and stuff. So if we control not control all of it, to be honest, the game industry is, at the end of the day, it's for fun. But to add some knowledge to the people around us, it's really important. Because not only that, like you will find people right now making cosplays of games because they like the game so much. So it
Yeah.
becoming unique with their like literally they enter their lives and becoming together, and that's wow.
Yeah, this thing I'm actually against. I know that this is a cultural thing. I'm not
Mm,
putting an end to it from my own point of view because it's a cultural difference. No, people need to embrace their characters more. I do not need to be, for example, I do not need to be Isaac from Dead Space. I do not need to be Altair from Assassin's Creed or Ezio. I do not to be Kratos from God. I am me.
mm,
But in a game, I get to experience all of these characters. I get to experience how it is like to be this character and that character and this character. I don't have to be this character in real life. I can take what would be useful to me from these characters. I do not need to be Al Pacino in Scent of a Woman. I do not need to be Chris Evans, Captain America. These things don't need to be done in real life. Embrace who you are, people. You need to know the value and worth of your own self. Don't
Interesting.
need to go search about another character that you can improve.
I I agree with you, to be honest, but I will add something on it. We take what we can take. Like every character we meet at, they have a good characteristic and stuff. Maybe we take someone of it, like Chivalry from Captain America, and I want to be a Chivalry like him. Okay, take this, put it in you, try to adjust it because you can't be Captain America 100%, but you can be Chivalry. It's
Mhm.
even characteristic can be skills and you can inherit and stuff. It's just your mentality. You just need to change your mentality and you will be whatever you want.
Exactly.
That's what I will like. Yeah. Wow,
That's a really good
that's an
question.
interesting one. Yeah, I can switch back to another question if you want. Do you have what? How many questions you have?
One last question.
One last question. I have still two or three, so
You
I
can
will
go
ask
ahead.
you first. Yeah,
Yeah.
gifts is not materialistic stuff all the time. What do you think about that?
I always go with that. I always go with that. But here's the thing about me.
Mm.
I am a god-darn hypocrite when it comes to that.
Or
Because look, no one hates an expensive gift, but everyone
okay,
hates the position that it puts you in. Okay? Here's the thing. It's always the thought that matters. If you thought
okay,
about
true.
me, you actually put an effort to get me a gift, even if it's a piece of paper written on it, happy birthday. You remembered my birthday, even though life is one hell of a thing and it gets everyone busy, gets everyone to even forget their own birthdays. You took the time to come meet me and give me that piece of paper. This is worth the world to me. People sometimes would love to just put my birthday in a calendar, put the gift next to it, and order it online, give me a Rolex. I don't want a Rolex. I don't want money.
Mm,
What I would love to have
the
is
soul.
someone who would think and take the time to go into doing that.
Interesting. So that's another question. Do you think people around you are a gift or not?
I'm sorry, what did you say? Can you say it again?
Do you think the people around you are a gift? Every one of them is unique in its way, or it's no, just normal. Don't think that's
People around me are a gift. Am I getting this
yes,
right?
yes, a gift, not a gift.
Well,
It's a big
something temporarily,
yeah.
yes, as a temporarily gift because
Mm,
it's not gonna last forever, you know. And I would think yes, in some cases, people are gifts. Your loved ones are a gift. Your friends are a gift. You should take care of them. You wake up, polish your shoes, wash your clothes, brush your hair. You should take care of these people close to your heart. So, yeah, they're a gift, and you need to take care of them. You need to show them that you are appreciative of them. Thank you so much, Sabio.
Thank you, Sabi. Uh, what I was about to say about gifts, like not only gift can be materialistic, and not only that, like as an example, uh, one of your friends called you out of the blue, and saying that, oh, how are you? That's in its own like of, as you said, a way of thinking of me. Wow, I think it's a gift also.
Yeah, that's actually a gift.
So
Having someone to care
everyone,
for you is a gift. Yeah.
yeah. So even like going for a cafe, ordering something, eating together, it's merely a gift. People think, yeah, it's normal. We're friends. We need to do that, but you need to appreciate what you have.
Hmm.
The appreciation of what you have right now is more, I think it's more important than like, oh, I'm just going to get away from whatever I'm doing from life. Yeah, it's a way of escape. I will not say no, but at the same time, appreciate it. Have fun with it. Don't make it as you. Oh, I'm going this because I have to.
Well, I don't know. Sometimes we tend to forget or, not appreciate enough or understand that these things are not immortal. They are not,
Mm.
you should not take anything for granted, which is something you say. Do not take anything for granted, even they are gonna run out by time. So yeah, having someone to basically give you what you might need from, like, sometimes you get that mental scratch or something from someone that you needed, which is which might be a bat on the shoulder, which might be a word of encouragement, which might be
Mm.
um, putting you at ease when it comes to a thought that has been bugging you for a long time. So yeah, people are gifts if you know how to utilize them correctly.
Interesting. Match. Nice one. For your last question, I think. Let's go for it.
Okay. My last question to you.
Mm.
I actually wanted to know: is there any question you wish I had asked you?
Any question I wish to add to be asked? No, I don't have it. Wow, that's a good one, but wow. No,
Yeah.
I don't have any in my mind. No.
Sometimes people go into into colloquies, go into pop reviews,
Mm.
really aching to hear that question they're prepared for. They will have a lot of to say about it. So I just wanted to be inclusive and that
By the way, that's first
yeah.
time, but it's interesting because really I'm doing this out of fun. First of all, with person that like me and you knowing each other for a couple of years now, so
Yeah,
it's
that's right.
a way of saying that I want to know you better, not only me, people around us. It's a
Yeah.
gift that I know you. So I want not to be to only my only gift, give to others.
Oh, wow. Okay, you got my heart
Know
there.
you better. So yeah, well that's a good one, but yeah. Okay,
Yeah, it is.
okay, let's go for this. Languages and the effects done to you. So, I know that you speak multiple languages and stuff. So any of them have affected on you or not?
Well, right now I only speak two languages. I used to speak French, but I lost it throughout the way.
Mm.
I don't know how to speak French anymore because I forgot everything about it.
Wow, practice is the key, as you know.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
But yes, they affect the way of thinking because if you want to speak a language fluently, you have to get into the culture itself. Not deep, but in a way that would allow you to speak as if you are one of the people, one of the natives.
Mm.
You do not have to live a life that is not yours. Okay, we are. If I wanna speak French, I don't have to live or French. I do not live in France. I live in Egypt, so I am gonna be living as Egyptian citizen, of course. But that would not disclaim the fact that it wouldn't hurt to know some about the French culture. It wouldn't hurt to know some about how the people live and why am I using that sentence event or in this scenario when in my own experience not go along. However, if you got into the culture, you are gonna know that perfect. Everything has a reason when it comes to language because everything has a rule.
Mm.
So yeah, it would affect anyone because it's gonna expand your knowledge. It's gonna expand your mentality and your understanding of things around you.
Yes, and I really like. I want to add that. You said all those things I want to say also, but I want to add a point. When we get a new language, we get a new us. In that case, we're changing our
You get a new version of
personality
yourself.
so much. Yeah, yeah, new version. Like okay, before it, we are like as example, David plus one. David become plus two after after he
Exactly.
learned
Yes.
the new language. It's new, new us, new
Absolutely.
self. Because we know a different culture, different people, different stuff.
You add a new layer to yourself.
Yeah, that's very unique.
Hmm.
Wow,
It
wow.
is.
It is. Okay, the last question is a really unique question also, but it's a really deep one.
Okay.
And before I say it, I want to thank my friend that he stayed in silent for
I
this whole
really
time.
appreciate you guys.
Yeah, yeah. No, one of my friends actually is my in my house right now, so I want to thank him. It's Madixel, so thank you, bro. Uh, he's waiting for me to finish from the start, so he's having a patience for this. So
Oh my
thank you.
god.
Okay. The last question: do you want your daughter to marry a hero or a villain, and why?
Oh gosh. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know to be honest because
Hmm,
here's the thing.
go for it.
I'm not gonna go with the saying that says like a hero is willing to sacrifice you to save everyone,
Hmm,
is willing to burn the world to the ground for you. It doesn't have to be like this. For example, you have the Joker and Harley Quinn, and he's willing to sacrifice anytime. Okay,
yeah.
but a hero is or a villain. I would rather. Is there a third answer? Like I bound to these two answers only?
You can make your own. There is always a third option, bro. Have fun.
Well, if I might add my own answer, which is going to be a normal human being that has aesthetics and good bringing up, just good morals, good manners. You have to be having your priorities sorted. You don't have to be the richest man alive. You don't have to be the best guy in the world because, hey, her father is neither of those things. So you
Mm,
don't have to be competing with me as well. This is the thing that people tend to actually misunderstand. If I have a daughter, her future husband does not have to be competing with me.
yeah.
I'm her father. He's her husband. We are two different things, completely different. So
True.
we have to understand that. We have to let it sink in and think about it because people are suffering because of this. People are trying to find solace in finding a partner like their father, their mother. It's not going to be there. Even if you found the mini version of your father as a partner, you are not going to like it because it's not the same thing. It's never the same thing. You just need to know what you want. You need to know what you are worth and then find someone that is similar to you. It does not have to be you zero point 0.2. It does not have to be like this. It just has to be someone that shares some interests of yourself, someone who is willing to give you anything that is in their capability to please you. Because this is the core of love and a
Mm,
relationship. Being selfless and being with a selfless, you have to both of you have to be selfless. If you are both like this, everything is gonna go as smooth as. But of
I
course, life is not
mm,
perfect. Some
yes.
bumps are gonna be throughout in the road. You have to make believe. You have to make with what you have. So if this answer is not into these two answers, a hero, because
Hero.
yeah, I don't want my daughter to be with someone shooting cops while robbing a bank or something.
No, no, like maybe a villain. Okay, bro. Like as an example, we have this character Dracula. You know that Dracula was a really good person while he had with his wife and stuff because his wife told him act like a man, like I want you to be. So he became a man
Yeah,
and stuff.
yeah,
When she died, he burned the whole earth because the love of his life died. that the
Mm,
one thing that changed him died.
mm.
So
Well, as you said, Dracula, yeah, this is a really good example.
yeah,
But opposing to it, which they both share being a villain and our understanding of things,
mm,
Joker said he's willing to throw Harley Quinn into the fire pit any time of the day to save himself. So you're
yes,
gonna have to play gamble. You're not allowed to choose which kind of villain. It is a villain.
true, true. You have a point on this one. But like to
Yeah.
comment on the first thing you said, normal human being, really?
Yeah.
Do you think your daughter would like, ah, yeah, just normal human being? Uh, I
Well,
won't.
who's my daughter? Wonder Woman? She's my daughter. She's just my daughter. She's a normal human being as well.
I know what you mean. The perspective, sometimes we put ourselves in the test, but we don't put our don't put our shoes in different people's perspective. As an example, maybe your daughter want a hero or want a villain, but you don't know.
Yeah,
The
I
thing is,
mean, she's free to choose whatever she wants.
true, but and you're also free to refuse whatever you want. So,
No, not refuse per se. I'm not gonna
uh,
force my daughter because here's the thing.
mm,
If I got to get married
mm,
and have a daughter, I'm gonna do everything in my power and will to bring up that daughter as a person that can get things right, that can make decisions good for themselves, that will not throw themselves in fire and expect me to stand there catching them. I want to bring a good human being with good aesthetics and
well,
morals. So I'm not gonna force anything on. At the same time, I might get my opinion, and this is one thing that I want to add into my way of bringing up my daughter, which is I want her to listen. I want you to know that sometimes you are not right. Sometimes I am not right. But at the end of the day, I am your father. I have to make sure that you are safe.
mm, wow, that's a really great answer.
Thank
Wow,
you.
bro, I didn't feel the time pass. Wow,
Oh,
we
wow.
wow, bro. Okay, for the
Oh,
last last section for this one, a question for the next guest.
okay.
Do you, yeah, give us for the next guest.
Uh, a question to the next guest.
Yeah, by the way, I don't know who, and you don't know, so it will be fun for us.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. What keeps you up at night?
interesting question.
Yeah.
Really good one. Wow. And as every time I say, like an iceberg, we only take a glimpse of David's personality until he shares his thoughts with us. Thank you, David. I really appreciate you in today's colloquy.
Thank you so
And
much, Jax. I appreciate you having me here as well. I
yeah,
enjoyed it.
yeah, me too. So yeah, have a good one, guys. See you soon.
Bye bye.